Um, I went to the damn grocery store and there was a girl from the mission 2 years ago and a guy. I'll mention him later on, but the girl, she was shoplifting, and it's so easy to pick up on, and like I think the people in the store knew she was a shoplifter too. I mean, she has a big huge bag, okay, and she needs Lysol, Windex, whatever she needs, cleaning items. So the Lysol is probably like, I would say over $10 a can now. I mean, I remember when my husband was alive and COVID was 3 years ago, and these Lysol cans were like $7, like $9. But that was a cheaper, like Walmart type deal of a place. Like, I would imagine they're like $12 now. Went up a bit, from $8 to, I don't know, but she's stealing, and I don't do that, and I'm with her. But I had a 20 on me, and I bought my rubbing alcohol for cleaning. Well, I use it for my bad arthritis. Oh, shit. They might have had icy hot there, but she distracted me in the store, and I didn't buy, I just got my juice and honey, is what I mainly went there for, but I mean, it's just like, she confused me. I forgot my aspirin. Well, at least I got the rubbing alcohol. I need to take away my arthritis pain. It's really, I have arthritis, real bad arthritis pain in my shoulder right here sometimes, and around my legs. And it is like, icy hot I bought that. That's really expensive. That's a little bit better than the other, cheaper icy hot. I'd buy the cheaper icy hot. It's like $2. That was like $6 for a little tiny. Oh my god! Do I have it here? It's such a little tiny container. It's so small. This is $6. Look at that. Look how little tiny. And it came in a huge box. I hate that shit. Oh my god. So that was disappointing because I gave her a $10 bill. And these people, it's not, if you're a little bit, aware, it's not too hard to pick up on she was really wanting to steal. And I stopped her from doing that. I'm like, I have 20 and no big deal. And they're following us around the store because it's after 10 o'clock and they close at 10 o'clock. So it's like, yeah, we're waiting for you guys. Yeah. Like, I made it hard for her to steal. And they were following her. So, like, and then she's like, no, I'm not going to buy the Windex. And she put the Lysol back. I'm like, yeah, well, you can pay me back. It's not like I ever see her. I only ever saw her from 2 years ago from the mission. I only ever saw her 3 or 4 times. Like at market, at a church meal, at the park, and right now. I barely ever saw her. And she's a person who never ever answers the phone like everybody else. Like me. No, I would answer the phone. Like, to a genuine, authentic, real person. Yeah, somebody like pretending like narcissist is like, what the hell, man? I don't want to be tortured. What the fuck? It's like, so I was pissed because I never had anybody in the store that would do that for me. If somebody's going to pay something for you in the store, go do it. And she's against that. And it's like, why? Like, seriously. You can't buy the $5.29 Windex. These people are waiting for her to get out. We got out like 10:08. So we made them wait around to close out the register. I mean, she was a pain in the ass to them. Making them, Alright. So she's negative Don't know why she gave me her phone number. She never calls me. She's one, just like all the rest. So, I see a guy. He recognizes me. Now, sometimes I go and I talk to the homeless people. Well, they were sleeping, all sleeping. The one guy was rude. The other guy was, oh my God, an asshole from the mission. He was a piece of shit. He saw me like a distance away. He's like, hey, I know you. I remember me from the mission? I'm like, oh my God, you asshole. Because, it's an okay place to be homeless. I mean, a nice person, Kentucky Fried Chicken or wherever, gave them the chicken that was going to be thrown out. A huge bag. So these people are nice that work in the fast food chain around Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They know where the homeless are at. They fed like 15, maybe. 10. Okay? So, this asshole that tried to talk to me, I just totally ignored him. Like, I wanted to talk to some of the homeless that were sleeping. I'm not going to wake them up. That's stupid. So I'm just sitting and resting and ready to go on. And I noticed, he has this huge bag of chicken. I mean, it's just, all the food just goes away. It's the next day, of course. But I wasn't offered any. And the homeless guy that was sleeping somewhere else wasn't offered any. And the homeless guy that was way on the back end, it's like everybody here, everybody that was along the wall should have been offered, free chicken. He's the only guy that's sitting up, who's standing up. And, they gave it to him, the homeless guy. And the homeless guy could have been proper and gave it to each and every homeless person. It's like, don't you see that homeless person all the way back there? It's not that hot out. If they wake up in 2 hours, they have some chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken to eat. The hell is the matter with them? But of course, he didn't offer me any, or some of the homeless people that were a little out of the way for him to walk. Selfish people that don't, I just notice I'm always left out. Actually, a girl here, I'm mad at her. She offered to make me a birthday meal. She did not. She offered maybe to buy me something at Rainbow. Like this, people shop at Rainbow and they're like, they did have really cool clothing for cheap. I hate people that make empty promises. I'll have to buy you a nice rainbow outfit for your birthday. When's your birthday? I hate all this bullshit in my life. My whole life's bullshit. And all the people I know are liars. And they're all assholes. And I'll tell you why, I'm walking around, and the homeless guy from the mission 2 years ago, total scum of the earth, he would not offer me any because I rejected him. So. But when he saw, I don't know what he expected from me. What? You're a piece of shit. He probably beats up on every fucking girl he ever lays an eye on. That's the gist of what I get from him. I think at the mission he threatened me. And they don't do anything at the mission. It's a guy in the cafeteria yelling at me violently. And they don't do anything about the real bad things that happened in that mission when I stayed there 2 years ago. They did nothing. Somebody, they puke and somebody shit all over the men's floor. So what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to the staff is paid a lot. They're supposed to take care of the homeless. They're supposed to clean up the shit. But what they do is say, who wants to volunteer and be a good Jesus person and clean up the shit? Somebody has a shit in the bathroom. They're like, no, they're not getting paid. No, you do not ask the mission people to volunteer when you're getting paid a pretty penny. They're supposed to be emptying the trash and taking care of the homeless. When the homeless doesn't have any clothes, or they should go and take them to where the clothing is and shit. And then they don't do anything. They don't care. And they never have. And there's no difference between the staff at the Lancaster mission than the homeless. There is absolutely no difference between both of them. They both get their breakfast, lunches, and dinners if they choose. And the cafeteria is open, and that's it. Yeah, the only thing the staff has to do is if there's an argument, which only happens, once a blue moon at the mission. There's a tiny bit of violence. It's usually outside, not in the cafeteria. But the one time that homeless guy from 2 years ago, he was violent to me in that cafeteria because I wasn't interested in him. And he got really mad. He's like, I should punch you out right now, bitch. I mean, in the cafeteria, in the Lancaster mission in Pennsylvania. Seriously, he was screaming at me. And they don't do anything at all. Like, you guys are useless. Like, what, I don't need the staff there. A guy was violent to me and the mission last year. I don't give a shit. Give a shit at all. Unbelievable.